Good evening. It's Wednesday, the 2nd of April 2025, and you're watching Mboni News Broadcast. I am Mumo Imano.
And I am Shekaina Mutheu. They say that news is the first rough draft of history, and tonight we bring you the latest stories shaping our world.
From the pressure of end-of-semester exams to a miraculous escape that defies logic, here are tonight's top stories.
Exam fever. Students at the University of Embu brace for the upcoming events as tension runs high.
Passing the gavel, the Mode Society of the University of Embu transitions leadership in a grand handover ceremony.
The Mind Matters, an executive talk with Mr. University of Embu 2025-2026 on mental health.
And inside the biological department, we sit down with the new delegate of biological sciences to discuss his plans.
A miraculous escape. A pastor's Bible stops a bullet, saving his life in an unbelievable turn of events. So let's dive right into our first story in the evening.
With exams just around the corner, students at the University of Embu are feeling the heat, balancing studies, deadlines, and anxiety. Many are spending sleepless nights preparing for the big test ahead.
So, how are students coping with the pressure? William Oko has more on this.
They say the last kicks of a dying horse can at times be a throwball to success. This is pretty evident in the current situation at the University of Embu, where students are rushing to catch up with about 5 days remaining to the end of semester exams for the academic year 2024-2025. With everyone trying to put things to order, only the day and the time will draw the line. Students congesting in various reading areas, including the Professor George Magoha Library, the 4 computer labs and various academic squares in the schools. Lecture halls too not remaining spared. The examination, scheduled to begin on the 7th of April 20.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Could you please introduce yourself to us?
Actually, I'm Duncan Oracha, second year student pursuing BSc Agriculture under School of Agriculture.
Yeah, that's nice. My name is William Oko and this is Mboni Broadcasters. And could you tell us your feeling towards how has the semester been?
The semester has been quite well. Dalili tu kidogo ya mvua ndio inatusumbua, but the semester has been quite well with me personally.
Yeah, to you the semester has been quite well. And what's your expectation towards the forthcoming exams which are beginning on Monday?
We are preparing on well. Towards the exam, I think early preparations the best with me.
And following the ruling by the office of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, ruling that the second year and first year students who have not completed their household fee, they will not be sitting the exams. What's your take?
It can't be allowed sababu huwezi kuwa umesoma miezi 3 alafu ukose kufanya mtihani. I think the case was settled by the Big 7, the USA, for the students to sit for exams, the end semester exams.
2025 to the 17th of April 2025, but to the first years and second years, the light is still dim, but hope resonates at the end of the tunnel, following the emailed announcement of not sitting examinations without completion of the household fee, dated 26th of March 2025, from the Office of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Research and Extension, Professor Paul Ndakanio, following the ruling by the Court of Appeal of upholding the new funding model, which was challenged by various stakeholders. To them, their hope only lies in the newly elected body of the University of Embu Students Association to plead their cry and weep their tears. The conclusion of the exams will now mark a new journey in the university calendar, streaming into the 2025-2026 calendar, with the beginning of the tri-semester for the few students who can manage it. For Embu Broadcasters, I'm William Oko.
The University of Embu's Mode Society welcomed a new leadership team in a grand ceremony today. Outgoing officials reflected on their journey, while the new team promised to take the society to greater heights.
So, what does this change mean for the future of the society? Here's Dennis Madeas with the details.
The Mode Society today held an inauguration ceremony and a handover ceremony for the newly elected council that was urged to work for the comrades.
The ceremony reached a high point with the symbolic cake-cutting session, signifying unity and the smooth transition of leadership. The moment brought together the outgoing and incoming council members, along with students and faculty, in a show of camaraderie and shared commitment to legal excellence. Outgoing President Sam Maroro took the stage to highlight the crucial role of the Mood Society in sharpening students' advocacy and legal research skills. He encouraged members to actively participate in mood competition, emphasizing that such experiences are invaluable for aspiring legal
I am
professionals.
Sam Maroro, a finalist law student at the University of Embu. I also double as the outgoing president of the Mood Society, University of Embu School of Law. We have been excelling in moot court competitions both internally and externally. Students have been enriched and enlightened with legal and research skills.
Incoming President Grace Ingabire, who previously served in the outgoing council, expressed appreciation for the leadership that preceded her. She outlined a vision for the society, promising to enhance engagement, training session, and external competition opportunities. She had members to embrace the society's activities as a stepping stone in their legal careers.
My name is Ingabire Grace, a third-year law student, and I am the newly elected president of the Mood Society. I expect them to put themselves out there, apply for the competitions. We do have lots of opportunities where we want these students to participate both internally and externally. I was part of the outgoing council, only that I have also been elected in the new council. So all I have to tell the outgoing council is they really did their best. I have been with them and I have seen how dedicated they were.
With a strong foundation and new leadership at the helm, the University of Embu Mood Society is set to continue molding future legal professionals through rigorous training and courtroom simulation.
Reporting for ENB, I am Dennis Madea.
Mr. University of Embu 2025-2026 isn't just about the crown. He's using his platform to champion mental health awareness. In an inclusive interview, he opens up about the pressure of university life and the importance of self-care.
I had the chance to sit down with him for this important discussion. Let's take a look. In a moving live broadcast on YouTube, Mbuni News featured a compelling interview with mental health advocate Mr. Lawrence Lemayan. The discussion emphasized the critical importance of mental health awareness in today's society. During the interview, Mr. Lemayan shared his personal experiences and the challenges he faced regarding mental health, advocating for a more open dialogue about the subject. He highlighted the stigma that often surrounds mental health issues, urging viewers to foster an environment where individuals feel safe to share their struggles without fear of judgment.
What basically happened is that I was so broke with your first year.
So broke.
So broke, like ile broke, like siko mingi. Sikuwa na pesa. Luku sikuwa na shit. Sikuwa na luku. Nilikuwa na one trouser and two shirts.
One trouser, two shirts.
Yeah. Na two crocs fulani zilikuwa na maua.
Crocs.
Two crocs zilikuwa na maua. Na zilikuwa zimebit, zilikuwa around 5 months old. Crocs being 5 months old.
And you're coming for first year in university. Nevertheless, Mr. Lemayan encouraged all students who are in film and production to be able to engage in their mental health as wisely as they can.
Film is a very wide field, very nice craft. And acting, we are bringing stories to life.
Yeah, that's true.
We always act what is happening, what is happening on a normal life situation. Filming, acting, and mental health. Like everything that we act, mostly, like, okay, let me take an example of the film hii akina Mkuru.
Wow, I love Mkuru. Makosa ni
If you inaongelea about domestic violence.
Yeah, true.
Domestic violence will cause mental breakdown to someone.
That's very true.
If you don't take care.
Yeah. The broadcast concluded with a heartfelt message from Mr. Lemayan, reminding viewers that it is okay not to be okay, and that seeking help is a sign of strength. His insights and advocacy resonated with many, inspiring a broadcaster conversation about mental health in communities across the globe.
Trust the process. Like, whatever you're doing right now, just trust the process. You're going through a lot. The point is, Koshule, you're struggling, you're trying to survive, you're doing everything to get the money. We are all after the bag. All I want to say is that your mental health matters. It really matters a lot to shape you. Like, tafuta kitu napenda kufanya. Like, kuwa na ile kitu yenyewe, nikiwa down, I do this. Mimi personally nikiwa down, I love listening to music. Nikiwa place kuna nature hivi. Nature hivi. So, yeah. Look for someone to talk to. Speak out. Like, look for help. Help is always there. Like,
Reporting for ENB News, I am your reporter, Shekaina Mutheu.
A much needed conversation on student well-being. Speaking of student affairs, let's shift our focus to an inclusive interview with a new student leader in the Department of Biological Sciences.
Student leadership is a factor
Inside the
very
department,
important role.
exclusive
That's why we add
with
a
the
departmental
Biological
delegate.
Sciences Department.
What does it take
Leadership is a
to
factor
represent
at very
an entire
important role.
department?
That's why we add a departmental delegate who will be telling us his leadership journey.
My name is Gavin Simeon, first year in the Department of Biological Sciences, the School of Pure and Applied.
I have basic experiences for that area. I have been in some leadership positions before. When I came to this great university, I was given an opportunity by my colleagues from microbiology so that I can be the class rep. And that gave me those leadership, those leadership characteristics. I was a unit rep for majority of the units, and that made me to know how we can lead these positions. And I said that I have to go for the form so that I can assist my people. Yeah.
And now that your people voted for you,
yes,
what specific roles do you plan to prioritize first?
I have many plans. First, currently at the department we don't have a club. I'm working so hard so that we can get a club that will be functional in the school. And I will make sure the department at least becomes very active, partaking in this research, the many university activities. I will also help personally in every, we are a department of many practicals to make sure that the department is going to bring the best.
Okay.
In the 2 weeks I have been in the position, I have talked to them, majority of them, not all, but majority. Okay. I have told them that we need to be very active. We cannot be dull, and the school cannot support us when we are a dull department. With the help of the school and our trusted chair, SecGen, then, we are going to make sure that we partake in these seminars, fieldworks, so that we get those opportunities and hands-on skills,
So you speak to students about concerning this partaking of seminars and so.
Yes, I have talked to them, and I have told them we need to show that we are active so that the school can also see our efforts and try to assist us.
Yeah, okay. As you have said, currently you have 2 weeks in office.
Yes.
What achievements have you made in those 2 weeks?
In these first 2 weeks, I think I have tried to do one thing. There's an issue with mental health. I selected 2 people with the aid of our able SecGen, Mr. Pascal. I selected 2 people to go to represent us in the mental health as a department representatives for mental health. That is Kelvin Kailo and Bilhan Aliaka. Also on Saturday, this last weekend, we organized for a hike as a department so that we can come together and share our views. We had a hike. You can ask my members, can tell you. I think those are what I did, but we are going to hope for the very best in the coming semester.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice to hear, Mr. Bravin. And now that these were people of microbiology and biological departments choose you, do you think you have enough support from the school to learn your manifestos as said during the election and campaigns?
To say, currently, I'm sure the school is going to support us fully. Our able dean and our able VC are going to support us to realize these manifestos, and I wish to promise you, with the aid of the school and our able leaders, I'm going to make sure that all the manifestos that I uploaded are going to be done before the end of this academic year. After I have been given the support by school.
Yes, or maybe, yeah.
I think the only thing that can make me not achieve those manifestos is only if I will lack cooperation from my people. But if I'm going to get fully cooperation from those people, and which I hope they are going to fully participate and cooperate, I think I'm going to achieve those things.
Okay, that's good. And in this department of biological department, do you have future changes or maybe exceptional things that you think should be eliminated or added to your department?
From the consultation, for you to know, biological department is a department with, I think, consists of more to deal with the laboratories and research. Yes. And I think the school should, and I request the school that if they could assist the department so that we can have frequent laboratory visits, those medical companies, so that we can also see with our eyes that how these laboratories are working, so that at least students can be motivated to continue doing their best. From the consultation with the 4 years in the department, they have told me that those trips were very few, and I wish that the school could change that so that we can just at least have some trips in those laboratories, Yeah.
And those are inside of addition. What about exceptional things in your department?
Exceptional things that I have seen, I think I have been in office for 2 weeks. Yes. And exceptional things I have seen, I think I have not seen an exceptional that should be eliminated. I think the school, the university is doing its best, but I just wish to request our able Vice Chancellor to continue supporting our department.
Okay, in conclusion, Bravin, what do you think would like to tell the Department of Biological students? You can face the camera.
What I can tell the students from the biological department is that they should mark my words. I'm going to do the best before this academic year ends. I hope that I will have achieved a mark that will be difficult for the one who will replace me to continue with it. I'm going to try my best with the aid of the department, with the aid of my department colleagues and the school. We are going to cooperate so that we make sure we change the view of the department. I wish them all the best in their coming exam, and hope that a very good work will begin in the next semester, where we will work closely to make sure at least our department shines. Thank you.
Having had a chat with Bravin Simiyu, let's hope for the best for biological department students. Reporting for ENB News, I am Maurice Kiremi.
Yeah, and from leadership to a story that sounds straight out of a movie. A pastor's Bible stops a bullet and saves his life. It's been called a divine miracle. A pastor narrowly escaped death after an assailant's bullet was stopped by his Bible, preventing a fatal injury.
An unbelievable How did it all unfold? Sharon Kanairo has full details.
In violent attacks. A wave of terror has swept through Meru County as religious leaders find themselves under increasing attack. Priests are now living in fear following series of violent incidents that have left them questioning their safety. Just recently, Reverend Stephen Kaidea was brutally attacked with machetes near his church, a stark example of the escalating danger.
Naitwa Stephen Kaidea, ni mimi Reverend na pastor wa kanisa hii inaitwa Neema Christian Church. Ni mimi pastor yule alikuwa attacked wiki kama 2 zilizopita, na nikitoka hapa kanisa nikiwa na mkutano wa jioni, kaona mtu ametoka hapo spindi, nikaona ameniwekea bunduki kwa kichwa, akaniambia ninakuua. Nikimuuliza nimekufanya nini, akaachilia bunduki risasi. Na sijui ilifanyika nini, maana niliona nikiwa nje na nikiwauliza shinda yenu ni nini. Tuli alikuwa hapo na panga, wa pili akainua panga akaniambia lete pesa.
The pattern is clear. Armed robbers are specifically targeting churches, stealing valuable equipment like speakers and leaving trial fear behind them. We are afraid, one of the local priests was heard saying during an interview. This situation has prompted to desperate plea from the clergy to the government demanding urgent intervention. They emphasize that these attacks are not just threat to them but to the entire community right to worship and safety. They plead the Meru County government to ensure there is security during their worship days and in their worship houses. They also plead with the government to help them meet their rights as they worship.
Kama kuna serikali ya county wanaweza kutusaidia, maana tunataka hata kiwanja ya kujenga hii shule ya wachungaji. Na ni mimi ninasimamia pande ya Ruire, Mituntu na Rwarera nikiwa treasurer na nikiwa officer wa kupeana pesa katika team banking. Na pande ya Tigania mimi ni vice chairman.
From all of us at Mbuni News Broadcasters, thank you for watching.
I am Mumo Emmanuel.
And I am Shekaina Muteu. Remember, news is what somebody somewhere wants to suppress. Everything else is advertising. Stay informed, stay safe, and good night.